not gonna make it. Yep. Somebody's gonna hit somebody here. Yep. Don't hit. Watch out for traffic, man. That's a bad idea. It's okay to admit you don't know what you're doing. Until the break of dawn, life cannot go by the letter. Get off the gas, dude.
I provided him with a face-saving way to exit the aircraft with a minimum of embarrassment. Food for thought. Giving keeps the focus on that individual. In short, you want to make the other person feel good about themselves.
Are you fucking
Golden
kidding
rule of
me?
friendship.
Asshole.
If you are successful, they will like you and seek future opportunities to share your company.
Turn left on West Brown Street.
What was that? There he goes. Yay!
Look at that spot! Right there! That's us! Let's go before someone else takes it.
Nobody else is gonna take it, buddy. I'm sure so they could try, but it would be quite the feat if they could take that. I'm trying to park there! My fucking signal was on! Hey, asshole! My signal was on for that!
Back here! Where are you?
You fucking hear me? Fucking fixing her spot. Fucking see me, can you? See that? Clean off your fucking windows!
Achieve your potential while advancing your career with a bachelor's degree in business management and leadership from Wisconsin Lutheran College.
WLC's adult accelerated program is convenient, allowing you to complete your degree in
What the fuck, man?
online or 1 night a week at our Milwaukee campus.
Wisconsin Lutheran College has one of the...
Mind me.
Marriages and had kids from different wives and kids
What the fuck is your problem, dude?
you know, kids whose graduation
What the fuck?
There was some amount of remorse and sort of saying, don't make the mistakes I made.
They're going to be upset. But I think there's a question right now of how China plans to implement these promises. In theory, they could just buy that amount of U.S. products in addition to what they're buying from other countries.
But that's 50% more than it's done, right? So you have to create a whole new demand or really cut back on where your other spending.
Exactly. The U.S. exports to China in 2017 were about $190 billion. So an extra $100 billion every year. Yeah, that's over 50% more. What are you going to do with all that stuff? Where are you going to get it? And we have no answers to that at this point.
Which countries could see an effect, and what recourse would they have if they had any objections?
You know, I mean, I look around the world at Canada, the EU, Brazil, Australia, New Zealand, Japan. They all sell a lot in China, and so yeah, what would they do about it? I mean, certainly they can go to China bilaterally and you know, make their case for, hey, we the
The
U.S.
fuck's your problem?
You can't discriminate against us in favor of the U.S. They could file complaints at the World.
You're not gonna get paid,
Yeah.
asshole. No fucking way. Dude just
What?
passed the guy in the emergency lane. Like, it's doing 90 and passed somebody in the emergency lane. Oh, man.
So you show up at a certain place at a certain time, and then you literally go stand in a corner for your candidate. So if you support Tom Steyer, you stand over here. If you support Joe Biden, you stand over there. And then everyone there gets counted. And now this is where it gets kind of hinky. There's something called a viability threshold. And to be considered viable, you need to have support from more than 15% of the people in the room.
Coronavirus seems to be bad for Trump, so therefore coronavirus is a hoax. Literally things that people are saying, that Democrats are treating this as a hoax, we're all inflating this, when real people are dying.
What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
Like,
Yeah,
it's
look at the
science.
goddamn
It's not
wheel.
like a debate. You know, there's not two sides of this debate. And when you have the President of the United States, like it or not, more Americans are going to see what that person is doing than any other American. You know, that's the person who's on the news, that's the person who's in their lives, that's the person who's in their social media feeds, no matter who it is. When Barack Obama was president, during Ebola, for instance, we thought very carefully about what he did. And every day, basically, when there was a panic about this, he was out there surrounded by public health experts giving very fact-based information. Frankly, it wasn't good politics for us. It was in the middle of a run-up to the midterm elections, and the Republicans were demagoguing this and fear-mongering it. But Obama put his head down and just did this, and he tried to model certain behaviors. And so, for instance, when it became clear that we had contained this, we wanted to show that people who'd had Ebola didn't have to be stigmatized. And he had a nurse who treated an Ebola patient into the Oval Office and hugged her. And that was kind of the signal to the country, it's okay to begin to move beyond this. Trump is modeling the worst behavior. He's not social distancing.
Fuck, you gonna hit somebody or what?
And when Fox News, is like bragging about how people are still shaking hands, like let's be very clear about what they're doing. If you're communicating that it's okay to engage in certain social behavior that puts you at greater risk, like going into crowds and shaking hands, people might die because of that. And I'm not trying to be like some panic alarmist. It's a fact that people engaging in certain behavior who are at-risk populations, older people, who, by the way, are more likely to be Fox News viewers, if they're being told that, like, you can own the libs by, like, shaking hands, like you're gonna get the coronavirus on the libs, it's tragic.
I will never get over the way that man, the President of the United States, talked about the unbelievably brave men and women who went abroad to try to fight Ebola. There was a 60-minute piece back at the time that was one of the most harrowing, emotional, brave things I've ever seen in my life. He's like,
dude! The fuck is wrong with you?
Media Matters is a supercut of Obama's Fox News Ebola coverage versus their current coronavirus coverage, and it is dear leader North Korea propaganda.
Yeah, and they don't need to like criticize Trump. Like just put health experts.
It didn't make the virus.
Yeah, like I'm not saying that Fox like needs to be
Call 911.
Calling emergency services.
But give your viewers like the facts about what this disease is.
Fountain. Oh shit, yeah, right there. man.